Humans, I'm Yoshiller, and welcome back to some more of my Pokemon Scarlet walkthrough. In the previous parts, I saw that all of my friends were playing various games, and a fair share of them were playing both Pokemon Violet and Pokemon Scarlet. But I think I did see more people playing Pokemon Scarlet, which is great for me! And also in the previous part, I encountered this big boy right here, who seemed to have tired himself out, and he's just kind of relaxing right here. And also, perhaps most importantly, I captured the next Pokemon member of my team! Pom-Pom the Pommy! Isn't she the best? Check this out. You can actually see the 3D model of this Pokemon right here! Pommy! Aw, she's so adorable. I think we're gonna be best buds, just like Fry Guy, my Coco. And the three of us are gonna go through this region, and we're gonna power through everything that we find. Although it's worth noting, the main selling point of this game is that it's open exploration. It's basically open world. So what that will entail is probably from this point onward, what I do for this walkthrough, I'm kind of doing for me. I'm exploring things as I go, and I want to be as thorough as I can, but anyone else playing this game at home might not have a similar experience to me. I think at the end of this part, the linearity of the beginning portion of this game is probably going to come to a close. Right now, I'm still doing kind of opening tutorial stuff, but that's probably about to change. But let's see if that's about to change. Let's jump off a cliff. Woo! I'm okay. All right. Anything else I need to be weary of, or can I just go straight to the lighthouse? I know I can detour my way to the left, but I don't think that's necessary. I think I can just finally go to this lighthouse because that's what we were supposed to do in the previous part. Oh, why that little... What are you doing out here? Ellipses! I'm not talking to you two. You can shove off. Wait, I know you. Aren't you Arven? You enrolled me in the humanities track, right? And aren't you the son of that Pokemon researcher, Professor Sada? Doesn't matter who my mom is! The real issue here is what in the world is this Pokemon doing out here? And what is with this form it's in? I did meet it at the bottom of a cliff, but it is more important to mention that it did just save me. See, we heard the strange cry and we tried to investigate, but Yoshiller fell off a cliff. That Pokemon saved him, but it seems like it wore itself out in the process. It got kinda slumpy afterward. Well, you should have seen it before. It looked totally different. It was unbelievably strong. Well, yeah, as it should be, but it can't fight while it's like this. The form Koraidon takes in battle, that's its true form. Koraidon? Is that this Pokemon's name? How'd you know it? Argyas! You can't go into the lab, it's locked. I don't remember ever seeing you around, but given the uniform, you go to the academy too, do you? I'm sorry, you go to the academy too, do you? Let me just re-record that line real quickly, there you go. Koraidon isn't the sort of Pokemon that any old trainer can hope to command. It's special. Its special attack stat is its highest. Hey, that's just like my Coco. Don't worry, I think we can get along just fine. Special how, and what sort of Pokemon is it? Ellipses? You think you're up to ordering Koraidon around? Well then how about I test your worthiness? Sure! Well, look at you, quite the little go-getter. I've been feeling all out of sorts, so I'm gonna use this battle to blast these doldrums away. Oh yeah, we're gonna battle right here on the spot? That's what I'm talking about. Welcome to Gen 9, baby! We no longer need to transition to some sort of battle screen. We can battle right here, right now. But do you really think you're gonna take on Fry Guy and Pom-Pom using a Squovit? Because you are sorely mistaken. I had one of these in my house at the start of this walkthrough. I'm not threatened by this at all. And I got a full restore? Oh, you're asking for trouble, bub. All right, what do you say we round this out, huh? Just to go ahead and use that move for a change. A special attack that's normal type. And that wasn't even same type attack bonus, that's just how much damage it did. But okay, I'll go ahead and finish you off by putting you into an embering blaze. Finish it off, Fry Guy! Thank you, goodbye, Squovit. I do appreciate that Koraidon, or whatever its name is just watching in the background. Woo, and it looks like both my Pokemon are gonna level up. Yeah, and Pom Pom's got quick attack? Oh, its best stat is its special attack right now. I kind of hope it doesn't turn out to be a physical attacker. It does no Thunder Shock in case it is a special attacker, but if it turns out to be a physical attacker, it has a nature that lowers its attack stat. Oops. Well, I do know a thing or two about battling. I have been battling for 20 plus years, my man. I only look 10 or 12 or 16 or however old I am in this game because it's a new generation and it has to cater to new fans and new players that want to play this game. But me, I've got the mind of a 10-year-old, I'll give you that. But I have the knowledge of a 27-year-old. Wow, Yoshiller, that was awesome. I guess I wasn't ever going to stand a chance using some Pokemon I'd only just caught. But if you really think you can take Koraidon off my hands for me, you'll need this. It's the Pokeball that Brute's been kept in. You obtained Koraidon's Pokeball? Okay, well then let me make something clear. Koraidon is not a member of my team, but I guess he's just gonna hang with me for a bit. You put Koraidon's Pokeball in your bag's key items pocket. See, it's different. It's not in my regular Pokeball's pocket, although I guess it wouldn't be if I had caught him with a normal Pokeball because then the Pokeball would have been used up and therefore not in my Pokeball's pocket, but I digress. It's a key item. Koraidon's just hanging with me. He's not a member of my team. Only Fuecoco and Palmy are part of my team right now. There you go, Koraidon's Pokeball, a Pokeball that can hold the mysterious Pokemon known as Koraidon. A boy named Arven gave it to you. So why'd you have it? Anyway, that thing's your problem now, not mine. Good luck. Well, I mean, you gave me its Pokeball. If it's really a problem, can't I just call it back to the ball? Fine, be that way, but you better actually show up at the school. What a weirdo. What's up, buddy? That's what I'm saying. Just call it back to the ball. But it's not a member of my team. No, sir. Just Fuecoco and Palmy. That Arven guy definitely knows more than he's letting on. Next time he and I are battling, I'm gonna wring some answers out of him. But, oh, right, we gotta climb the lighthouse. Can't wait to show you the view of our school. Can't we just, like, walk to the school? Can we skip the lighthouse part? All right. Well, I guess I'm fine with that. Here we go then, climb to the top of the lighthouse. All right, as long as this is one of those safe ladders that won't wiggle when I start climbing it, I think we'll be good. South Province, Area 1. Cool! Well, hello. Look at all that. Look at all that school. All right, I don't think that's the school. I think that's the school. All right, I'll give you credit. You can see it from the lighthouse. It's very nice. But the main point of a lighthouse is to be able to be a beacon for people that come in from the ocean. So yeah, I would say this is fairly viewable from the ocean. You know, I've never actually been to the top of a lighthouse. I've been atop structures that are similar, like museums and stuff that overlook a lake or the ocean or something. I would like to go to the top of a lighthouse one day, but I always wonder, are they actually this big? I always got the feeling that they were a lot thinner. But this is cool, this is very nice. It really sells the idea that this is an open world, open exploration game. And this is where things are really gonna take a turn in this walkthrough because where I explore may not be where you guys explore. And maybe that might not be the case for this part. Maybe that'll be the case for like the next part or 2 or 3 parts from now. But for now, that's the lighthouse. Well, rather, that's the lighthouse. Over there is the school. Well, okay. Thank you for showing me. Look, Yoshiller, that's Messagoza. Yeah? It sure is. And that huge building with the Pokeball on it is our school. It's gonna be so great having you in the same class, Yoshiller. But all that schoolwork, I'll be nice. I'm looking forward to it. I loved going to school. I just hated homework. But I was a pretty popular kid back in my school days, and I certainly adored my teachers and the lessons that they taught. Just hated the homework. Did not mind the tests, did not mind the essays. In fact, I rather liked the essays, just hated the homework. When I was at home, that was my time to play video games, but I digress. Isn't it awesome what you can see from up here? Am I ever going to be up here again? Mountains, forests, grasslands, beautiful nature stuff as far as the eye can see. Yeah, it is pretty nice. And you know what's waiting for you all over those natural spaces? Tons of Pokemon! Yeah, I'm curious to see what else will become members of my team. Not Koraidon, but what else will become? I want to make a full team of 6. I've only got 2 right now, which means there's 4 slots to go. Anyway, consider this me officially telling you, welcome to Paldea! Aw, but I just named the previous part of my walkthrough that. I should have saved it for this one. Oh well. But anyway, like you can see, it's kind of a hike to get to school from here. I don't mind walking. Walking is one of my favorite pastimes. Let's make it to Los Platos for starters. That's right on the way. More starter Pokemon? We're gonna go there for starters? Can I get another Fuecoco? Vamos, come on! Yeah, I don't know if I'll be back up at this lighthouse ever again, but maybe I can end the walkthrough by coming up here. I do know it's possible to take photos with the phone. How does one do that? I would like to do that. I am Yoshiller. That is, yes, that is me. Can I change the photo? My profile picture, huh? Take a new photo, yeah. There we go. And then, can't I get Fuecoco? Well, okay, first, let's just take the regular selfie and then I can change my expression. Let's see. Nah. That's not bad. Well, okay, I'll just do a piece. All right. I don't like the teeth though. Okay. And then I guess that might have to do. Boop. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will take that. Okay. But what else can I do? I do want to change the view. Aha, my enrollment date. Yes, yes. I've got 227 league points, it looks like. And then only Pokemon caught at level 20 or below will listen to my commands. Fair enough. And it shows my 2 Pokemon right now on the left-hand side. So we'll see how that grows over time. But we're going to change the photo. We're going to change the trainer icon. We're going to take a new photo. How do I take a photo of me? Where is me? I guess I could just take a photo of the nature. Oh, I don't want to change the filter. I want to change the... Okay. You know what I need to do? I need to send out Fuecoco. What's up, buddy? Can I send out Palmy as well? Oops. No? How do I do this? Oh, starting up the camera app. Yes! You can start up the camera app by pressing the down button. Move the camera about freely to snapshots of all kinds of places and Pokemon you see. When you have the camera app open, press the Y button to flip the camera around and take photos of yourself. Press it again to return the camera to normal. You can take fancy photos. Okay, I got that. Okay. Where's my... Okay, Fuecoco's there. But now, if I do this, or if I press like... Oh, I kind of have some ideas. So, nope. Well, if I just press down on the D-pad, that brings the camera back out. I can get you... Oh! Look at him, he's so adorable! Alright, boom. I thought I got the photo. Oh, well that's just saving it to my regular Nintendo Switch system. I didn't want that. But okay, can I get... No, that's the map. I don't need that. I want to get Palmy out. So if I do this, and I swap you two. Can I only have one out at a time? I was just curious because I know, like, in Pokemon Legends Arceus, you can have multiple out at a time. Alright, well, it's only fair, Palmy. What do you say we get a picture of you as well? So we do boom, and then we look at my profile, and then we change the photo of my trainer icon. And we're gonna take a new photo. All right, Palmy, where'd you go? Aha! This is a game of timing. It looks like. Let's see, and I can't like zoom out. I can't move. Palmy, if you could stop running around my legs. Man, taking photos in this game is harder than I thought. Palmy, no, you need to stand still, buddy. I kind of want to get you in the sunlight. There you go, right there. Man, you're an energetic little fella, huh? I guess that's what electric types are. They're quite energetic. Okay, so minus, okay, and then X, and then profile, and then change photo, and then trainer icon, and then we're gonna take a new photo. What do you mean okay, I guess I gotta face it. All right, minus, and then X, and then profile, and then plus, and then we're changing the trainer icon and taking a new photo, and then the sun's kind of blocking everything right now. Can I like whistle? I can't really whistle in real life, but... Palmy! Can you please, like... Oh... Wait, there! Palmy, wait. No, thank you. Palmy! There! It's basically perfect. Boom. Yes! That is all I want. Thank you. It's just Palmy, okay? That's all I wanted. You're an adorable little creature, but man, that took way longer than it needed to. Okay. Well, it looks like I can only send out one Pokemon at a time, at least for now. Maybe I can do it later, and I'll figure that out when the time comes. Let's get out of here, Palmy. I've spent way too much of this part as is, merely climbing up a ladder and looking at the view. Just to ensure that I get a move on, we gotta not take any more photos, but I will take a Pecha Berry. Alright, so I gotta run along the South Province, Area 1. Oh, you want to battle? I can run past you, and we won't battle, huh? We actually have to agree to battle? Alright, you're the one that wanted to battle, let's just make that clear, so don't be upset when I totally crush you with the 2 Pokemon that I currently have on my team. There we go. You are challenged by youngster Elian. It's more like he is challenged by me. Alright, Tarantula. Well, I already fought a couple of the, well, I fought one of them with my good boy Fry Guy earlier, but I'll fight you with Pom Pom now. Alright, let's Thundershock it. Yeah, usually Pokemon games will have you start off fighting Pokemon that are bug types because bug Pokemon are just weak to a lot of things. They don't have a lot of resistances and they aren't very... It's not a very good offensive type too because while they are super effective towards Psychic and Dark, and that's useful, Psychic and Dark type Pokemon can usually just power through a bug type anyway. Ooh, dropping my speed. Now that's not... We're not doing that. Not Struggle Bug, which will do like 2 damage. Oh wow, that actually did a lot more than I thought. And it dropped my special attack? Alright, if this doesn't KO you, I'm finishing with Quick Attack. Doesn't matter. Alright! Well, there you go. I beat this random trainer. Thank you, Elian. Remember the name! Pom Pom! And Fry Guy. Oh, and of course me, Yoshiller. Your Pokemon are strong, huh? Look at all that money. Alright, well there's a wild one I can fight, but generally, Pokemon games will reward you more if you're fighting Pokemon owned by trainers rather than wild Pokemon. With that said, fighting wild Pokemon has its place. This is Buizel, and I caught it off guard, which means I get like a freebie hit. So, Thundershock it immediately, because Buizel is a water type Pokemon, and that means it's weak to electric type attacks. Now, Buizel in itself is actually a pretty decent Pokemon. It will evolve into Floatzel. If you're looking for a competent water type Pokemon for your single player adventure, it's pretty good. As far as multiplayer goes, there's probably better water types. I mean, I know there's plenty of water types in the world, and I can only imagine how many water types are going to be in this game. I mean, heck, there's a Psyduck right there. Although, I would say between Buizel and Psyduck, Buizel's probably the better pick. With that said, Buizel's more of a physical attacker, while Psyduck is more of a special attacker. But Floatzel, Buizel, that's probably the better line to get if you want to use water-type Pokemon. But Psyduck, not terrible. A competent option. Ooh, and I paralyzed it with Thundershock. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, and I even see even more Pokemon on the back. Scratch! No! No. We are taking out this Psyduck. Yeah, I kind of want to make it a point to encounter every Pokemon in the game, and then once I reach the post-game of this walkthrough, that's when I'll actually focus more on catching them and completing the Pokedex. But for now, every time I encounter a new Pokemon for the first time, I will be sure to battle it and just kind of give my review of it. So here, now we've got Azurill. So Azurill is a Fairy-type Pokemon that will evolve into a Water-type Pokemon, and actually it'll become a Water Fairy type. And if you get it all the way to Azumarill, Azumarill is both a competent main game Pokemon and a competent multiplayer Pokemon. It's quite powerful, and its ability even becomes huge power, which will even double its attack stat. And you can give it things like Aqua Jet and Play Rough and whatnot, and it's quite good. So, of the 3 Pokemon that we've seen just now, I probably would recommend Azurill the most. I think I'm about to die. Oh, we're gonna wing it. We're gonna hope for the best. All right, Pom Pom, take it out. Not quite. All right, it went for Tail Whip. We're gonna be okay. Just to be on the safe side, I will go for Quick Attack right here. There we go. All right, and Azurill is down. Good job, Pom Pom. Tell you what, I'll give you one of those potions that this game has been telling me about. All right, let's see here. And I think there are more Pokemon over to the right. I'll go over that in just a second. There we go. There you go. It restores 20 HP, which is enough to restore all of its health right now. Good job, Pom Pom. And then I got Azurill for, we'll see how useful that is later. Okay, Buizel once again. I already fought one of those. And then that was just a Lechonk. All right, never mind. So that's basically everything here. Oh, well, no, we gotta go over good old Magikarp. So if you need to grind experience in this game, Magikarp is not the Pokemon to fight. Magikarp will actually give you the lowest experience points yield in the game, whether it's from a trainer or as a wild Pokemon. With that said, Magikarp is infamously the worst Pokemon in the game, but it will evolve into Gyarados, which is actually quite powerful, both in terms of single player and multiplayer. It is very weak to electric type attacks, but it is quite the powerful attacker. If you are willing to endure the struggle of using a Magikarp, the reward can be quite worth it. Gyarados gets a strong recommendation from me. All right, anything else? No, maybe I should continue my way through this Area 1 location and see what else is in store. Scatterbug, I fought one of you in the previous video. Although, this is a new face. Hello. Boom, baby. This is Deerling, a grass-type Pokemon. I don't know what was going on with its Polygon count right there, but that's okay. If it's a grass-type Pokemon, then I should probably fight it with Fryguy, a fire-type. Deerling is a normal grass-type Pokemon, actually, so being normal-type will also mean that it's weak to fighting-type attacks, but it is immune to ghost-type, so you get that, and you get team-type attack bonus with normal-type attacks, so if you're going to use things like Tackle, it'll deal even more damage than it normally would if it was just a grass-type. It will evolve into Sawsbuck, who is okay. I would not recommend Sawsbuck for multiplayer battles, but as far as a single-player experience goes, it's not a terrible choice, in my opinion. I don't know what other grass types are going to exist in this game, but if you need something for early on in the game, Deerling and Sawsbuck, not a terrible idea. Not a terrible Pokemon to use. Deerling is down. Goodbye, Deerling. Awesome job, Fryguy. All right, cool. Plenty of experience, and Fryguy reaches level 10. Awesome stuff. Okie dokie. I guess we'll get a move on. Anything else that I haven't seen just... Oh, well, hang on. That's a new one. Check this out. This is, it's been revealed before, Fidough. Fidough is a fairy-type Pokemon, which means it will have immunity to dragon-type moves, and it will resist things like, what is it, bug, poison, no, I'm sorry, it's weak to poison. It will resist bug and fighting, though. That's quite handy for early on in the game, and it's only weak to poison and steel, which are not very common offensive types. In fact, both of those types are usually run defensively. If you want a good type, fairy-type is kind of universally seen as one of the best types. What is the actual best type? That might be psychic or fire, but very, very, very good. Oh, my static went off on it because it's been attacking me with physical moves. I don't intend to use a Fidough on my team. It is a new Pokemon, so if you want to try using something new, this is a decent option. But there you go. It's just gonna keep growling at me. Well, you keep doing that. All right, and we're gonna Thunder Shock it one more time, and that should wrap up this battle. Goodbye, Fidough. Excellent stuff. That will give Pom Pom enough experience to reach level 8. Excellent. And then we want to learn the move Charge, so that might be interesting. Charge will not be super useful. It's not gonna be super useful later on in the game, but it will make my electric attack stronger, and it does work well as a defensive move. I figure I'm gonna probably use it more than Growl, so I will go ahead and replace Growl, make my electric move stronger, and boost my special defense in the process. So there you go, learning a new move. Great, and then we got another new Pokemon right here. Check this out. Oh, we got a couple of new Pokemon here. So here's Pokemon number 1. This is Igglybuff, another fairy-type Pokemon. This will eventually evolve into Jigglypuff, and then beyond that, Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff has historically had a pretty good move pool over the years. If you just want a Pokemon that can learn a variety of different attacks, Wigglytuff is not a bad option. I don't know if it's going to be the best fairy-type option for you to use in this game, but I think it'd be far from the worst. I think it can work as a decent early game Pokemon, but once you get about halfway through the game, you might want to swap to a different fairy type. It's not unheard of to switch Pokemon as you get more and more through the game. I don't intend to do that, but hey, the Pokemon Company actually intended for you to do that back in Generation 1, which is where Jigglypuff debuted. All right, Igglypuff, going down. Goodbye, Igglybuff. Good stuff. All right, what else we got? There was another Pokemon here and it ran off. Where did you go? I went for Igglybuff thinking that would be the rarer choice, and now I don't know where anything is. But I did get a Pokeball. That's handy. Oh, and there's more items over here. Well, then I will take a quick detour. Thank you very much. This walkthrough's already going to be like 70 parts long, and who knows what's going to happen after this part. So we shall see how things go. But there is one more Pokemon here, and I'd like to see if I can track it down real quickly. If I can't, not a big deal. I also guess I can use this opportunity to swap Fryguy back to the front since Pommy's taken some damage. Boom, baby. Press the Y button to immediately swap between Pokemon. We're good to go. All right, anything else? Aha, there's a little rascal. Come here, you. So this, well, this in a traditional sense is a Wooper, but it's not a traditional Wooper, if that makes sense. Now, this Wooper is what we will refer to as a Paldean Wooper. Wooper is a Pokemon that debuted in the 2nd generation, but here in this game, it has a form change that gives it a different type. It is now ground type, which is actually very bad for both my Fuecoco and my Pommy, because both of them are weak to ground. Yeah, that's just kind of a glaring weakness that my team has at the moment. Oh, it's actually Poison Ground, and it has Poison Point for its ability, which means I got poisoned for attacking it physically. I should have just stuck to Ember. Oops. Well, that's okay. I got Wooper Slime for KOing it. Anyway, this game does have regional forms. There are other Pokemon that we're going to see that have regional forms. I mean, heck, even, oh, well, I do have a Petriberry that can cure the poison, by the way. But even in the opening cutscene, I saw a Tauros that looked different, and Tauros is a Pokemon that's normally in Generation 1, but it had a different form here, which most likely means it's going to have different typing here. Paldean forms are a selling point of this game. It gives an excuse to give older Pokemon fresh spotlight time. It gives Wooper more spotlight, and that to me is always a good thing, Wooper getting spotlight. With that said, I have used a Wooper in the past. It normally evolves into Quagsire, which I find to be a pretty useful Pokemon. It does have its competitive uses in multiplayer, and it has historically been one of my favorite Pokemon. In this game, I don't intend to use a Paldean Wooper. If it evolves into a Paldean Quagsire, maybe I'll reconsider. But I believe a lot of Paldean Pokemon will actually evolve into new Pokemon, so we'll see if I change my mind later. But as it stands, I don't need a Paldean Wooper. If Paldean Wooper is anything like regular Wooper, it is going to be a decent physical attacker and a decent tank. It's going to be a slow burn to try and evolve it, but it will pay off and it'll evolve into quite the competent Pokemon. Here we go. We've got Ralts. Ralts is a Psychic-type Pokemon that will eventually evolve into one of two different Pokemon. It will evolve into Kirlia first. If the Kirlia is male, okay, well this is a female, so this one cannot evolve into one of the other evolutions, and I'm gonna KO it right now anyway. But if you have a male Ralts, it will evolve into a Kirlia, and from there you have the option to evolve it into Gallade, which is a decent psychic fighting type Pokemon. If it's female, you only have the option to evolve it into a Gardevoir. Gardevoir can be male as well, but Gardevoir has historically been a fantastic special attacker. It will become a Psychic Fairy type, and that is just great offensive typing. If you want a physical attacker, go for Gallade. If you want a special attacker, go for Gardevoir. Ralts gets a strong recommendation from me if you want a strong attacker early on in the game. And I don't know how many more Pokemon are on this route. I don't know if there are going to be Pokemon that only have like a 1% chance of spawning, but it's not necessarily my goal to find every single Pokemon on a route the first time I go through it. It is my goal to find as many Pokemon as I can and try to give a quick review of each one. Here we go. I have now arrived in the next town. Hello, hello, hello. Oi, Yoshiller over here. Is it oi or is she going like, oh yeah? Maybe she's going, oh yeah. This here is a Pokemon Center. You can come here to take care of a lot of things related to your Pokemon. But I'll leave the explanations to the pros here. I see you can pick the green side, the red side, or the blue side. Only the red side will heal your Pokemon, so choose wisely. Happy to be of service and welcome to the Pokemon Center. Now, the color coordination is just to tell you the other services they have. You don't have to pick a side. The red side, I'm gonna assume, is the one that heals your Pokemon free of charge. They got free healthcare in the Paldea region. They have free healthcare in the Pokemon universe, so that's handy. The blue side is gonna be the mart where you can buy various items. You will gain access to more items as you earn more gym badges. At least that's how it's historically been since the 5th generation. And then the green side is how you access your PC. But you can access your PC just by standing around anyway, but it does give you a more organized way to view your Pokemon. And then, yeah, it's basically recapping everything I just said. Oh no, that's the technical machine. TM machine for short. Oh man, it's like people who say ATM machine, even though the M in ATM already stands for machine. Or people who say pin number, even though the N in pin stands for number already. Your pin number? Whatever, they're totally acknowledging that it's the technical machine because the technical machine is already the name of the item, and this is the machine that makes the technical machines. You need to pay an LP and supply the machine with materials that Pokemon drop. Aha, well that explains that Wooper stuff I got earlier. LP comes in handy both at these machines and at stores. I've got a lot. Here, have some. Yeah? You're just gonna put it straight on my phone, huh? Well, that's awfully generous. 5,000, golly. Oh yeah, and some of these too. You received lots of Pokemon materials from Nemona. And at the Union Circle, you can connect with other trainers and find yourself some adventuring companions. So I guess at this point, I now have access to multiplayer features, but as I've stated in this walkthrough a couple of times now, I don't intend to really use multiplayer features until I've completed the main portion of this walkthrough. At our adventure, get to the Pokemon Center. Sometimes you have to know the sort of stuff for quizzes at school. Ah, so it will be on the quiz! Here's another one. Are you ready? Then let's go! Goofy, sure, but it helps you remember that you can send your lead Pokemon out with the R button. That way you can have the Pokemon that's walking with you go pick up items lying around or go battle on its own with other stuff like that. Oh, then I'll try to use that. Pressing the R button is a quick and easy way to tell your lead Pokemon, all right, buddy, let's go. Once you give it the go-ahead, your Pokemon will set out on its own to battle nearby Pokemon or pick up items it finds in the area. When your Pokemon is low on energy, what happens when its HP is low, it won't be able to go exploring on its own. So if your Pokemon gets weak, try to heal it up with a potion or some other item. When your Pokemon starts a battle while exploring on its own, you won't need to give any orders. It can battle on its own with auto battles, meaning that you can keep searching for the area for new discoveries while watching over it from nearby. Auto battles will be decided by the strength and the types of the Pokemon taking part in the battle, so keep that in mind when you're choosing which of your Pokemon to send out on its own. Got it. So if you just want your Pokemon to get stronger without you having to forcibly go into a battle every single time like I've been doing, you can just have it auto battle. Let's see if I can demonstrate it on something. Are there any wild Pokemon in the town? Generally not. Towns are supposed to be like a safe haven. Sure, it does take a lot of time, take a lot of walking to get around here. Yeah, but I do not mind walking. What other Pokemon we got here? We got some Pelipper. Can I jump on the roof? No. Whoops. Sorry, I pressed Y thinking I would do like a dive because that's what you do in Pokemon Legends Arceus, and that is not the case in this game. I can, however, run, and I can press B to slide. That's kind of cool. But all right, let's just get a move on. Let's start running up this hill, and let's see if there is a wild Pokemon that I can potentially find. Or like if I throw Fuecoco out, he'll go ahead and get that from me, the antidote. Well, thank you. Okay, and then if you want to fight this bug here, go get him. Go get him. Yeah, I don't have to watch. He's just gonna one-hit KO it. Fry Guy defeated a Scatterbug. How about this one? You want to get this one? Go get him, Fuecoco. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. Yeah. Oh. Do I have to press R every single time? I was kind of hoping it'd be a little more automatic, but that's fine. Boom. There you go. And it gets experience for the whole team. Very good. All right, do I want to do another trainer battle? Of course I want to do another trainer battle. Let's move it to it. Here we go. Perfect timing. You wanted to challenge me to a Pokemon battle, right? I sure did. But it's going to say you're challenging me. Yeah, I'm challenged by Carlota the student. All right, well, let's get it on. You sent out a Bone-Sweet. Hey, that's a Grass-type Pokemon that will evolve into a semi-decent Grass-type Pokemon known as Serena. I don't know if I can catch one in the wild right now. I probably can. More modern Pokemon games will make it so that the trainers that fight you generally fight with the Pokemon that might exist in the surrounding area or potentially a previous area. Every once in a while, you'll fight a trainer who uses a Pokemon that isn't accessible till like the end of the game. It's just kind of to give you a preview of what's to come, but I imagine there's probably a Bone-Sweet somewhere on this route. Let's keep looking. Although this was still Area 1, right? This might just have the same Pokemon that was on the previous route. I'm not certain. There's a Burn Heal, although my opponents are going to need that more than I will. There you go. Now, don't get poisoned when you fight this Wooper, okay? That might be a trickier battle. Oh no, you're just one-hit KO on everything. I love to see that. There's a Pokeball. Cool. All right. And then, yeah, he just comes back to me. So I do think I have to press R every single time, which I don't mind doing. Although that's a new-looking Pokemon. I have never seen one of those before. What the heck is this? This is a Shroodle. Well, I have no idea what type it is, but it might be safe to assume that it's bug type, so I'm going to burn it to the ground with Ember. Oh, it's faster than me, all right. Very well. Very well, but Fry Guy's got this. There you go. Ember it up, buddy. Okay, it is not bug type, because otherwise that would have been super effective. Okay, well, I'm hesitant to touch it. We're going to go ahead and use a special attack in the form of Round, and we're going to see how that does. There you go. Round it out. And boop, goodbye, Shroodle. I can't quite recommend this type of Pokemon because I have no idea what it is. I guess I could have caught it. I got Shroodle Ink for defeating it. That's handy. All right, we got a Paralyzed Heal. I guess I'm gonna get all the healing items on this route. There you go. There, you can fight that Lechonk real quickly. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get back to the task at hand. I guess I could. Let's put Palmy back at the front. Actually, I should go back and heal, huh? But Palmy. Oh well, hang on. I haven't fought a wild Squovit yet. Now have I? Oh, okay. Well, then I'm gonna forcibly fight it. Go get it. So Squovit is a normal type Pokemon. It will evolve into Greedent, which I have a difficult time recommending. It is awfully cute, but in terms of recommending it for either a single player or multiplayer endeavor, it's kind of a hard sell. I know that there are people out there who have used Greedent competitively and have had some decent results, but I can't quite recommend the same thing. With that said, if you just want a Pokemon because it's cute, you can go for Greedent, but otherwise, it is just one of those early game Pokemon that exists mainly to give you experience for KOing it. It's not really intended to be used on competitive teams, but it is cute. It's a squirrel. All right, let's go back and heal, and then I'll see what's in store up ahead. I should have healed when I was there the first time, but that's okay. It's a whole learning experience. Look, I may have been playing Pokemon for 20 plus years, but even I make idiotic decisions sometimes. In fact, I make them more often than sometimes. More often than not, I make idiotic decisions than smart decisions, but it's worth it because making those idiotic decisions pays off every once in a while. Sometimes you gotta do 50 stupid decisions to have one smart decision, you know what I mean? All right, now, you guys can help me on this side, right? Yes, you can! Awesome, I appreciate that. I'd like to heal my Pokemon. Oh, I gotta register my birthday. Now, for better or for worse, my birthday just happened last month, so I basically gotta wait a year for this character to tell me happy birthday again, but I may as well do it while I'm here, right? But I also could say that my birthday is today. Oh, by the way, did you know? When you're feeling lost, when you don't know where to go next, you can ask for help at any Pokemon Center. The staff there can give you tips about where you might want to try. Plus, they'll register their suggested destinations on your Rotom phone for you. Or did you already know that? Well, I'd like to kind of get lost in the world a little bit, but I would like to register my birthday. So let's do that. Can I change it later? Can I decide I was born on a different day? Now, do be careful, enter it right. You can't change, oh, nope, well, that answers my question. All right, I think I'll do my regular birthday. So this is easy to remember. So I was born on October, which is the 10th month. And I was born on the 10th day of that 10th month. So I was born on 10/10, October 10th. So there you go. So no matter how you slice it, it's 10/10. 10/10 from one Master Yoshiller. Yep, I'm a 10 out of 10 type of guy. Thank you. Thanks for registering your birthday with the Pokemon Center. You should stop by on your big day too. We'll be expecting you on 10/10. Yep, see you in about a year's time. All right, I registered my birthday. Now then, let's continue on to the next part of the game. Let's make some actual progress, because all I've basically done is stand on a lighthouse, doodle with my phone, and then friggin' battle one or two trainers. So let's move on a little more. Let's continue on through South Province, Area 1. And now I can send out Palmy, and Palmy can battle Pokemon on the side. Oh, it's not quite working. There you go. Go get him. All right. He's taking some damage. That's okay. He did defeat the Hoppip, and that's the main thing that matters. Now, I'm not going to send out a Pokemon every single time. Oh, he fought both Pokemon that were there, but he took some major damage for that one. All right, fine. I'll give you a potion real quickly. I figure you're doing your best, Palmy, and I can respect that. Can't always get mad at people who try, you know? All right. Sometimes you can. There are some valid circumstances, but more often than not, I try not to get mad at people for any reason. All right, you want to fight? I'll give you a fight. Let's go. All right, let me show you this awesome-looking Pokemon I just caught. Yeah? Do you really want to do this? You should not have been standing on this road, young man. All right, Luca, what you got for me? Sent out Choodle. Hey, that's a Pokemon I recognize from Generation 8. Choodle is a rock-water type Pokemon, which means it quad resists fire, but it means it'll be weak to electric attacks. Choodle will evolve into Dreadnought, which is a decently powerful Pokemon. I think it's pretty good for single-player playthroughs. As far as competitive goes, it's a little more of a hard sell, but you probably can find some usage out of it. But single player, yeah, Choodle gets a recommendation from me if you can manage to find one. What else you got, Luca? What else you got? Oh, that's it, just the Choodle. Okay. Well, thank you for the battle. I will take the money. I guess just looking cool doesn't cut it. I mean, it can. There were a lot of Pokemon that I thought just looked cool and then I wound up using them and they wound up being awesome. Like Scizor. That's a fantastic Pokemon and it looks cool. And Lucario. And I believe both of them are in this game, so I'll talk about them more when the time comes. Oh. I did not mean to do this fight, but that's okay. I'll KO it real quickly. All right. You got this. Just Thunder Shock it. Should be a one-hit KO at this point, right? Perhaps a three-hit KO. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna let this String Shock get the better of me. We're just gonna go for the quick attacks. There you go. Boom. But yeah, I do appreciate that battles are just right on the spot. I do like that I don't have to like fade to white and go to a transitionary screen. It's nice. All right, there you go. Keep it going. And also, I haven't really talked about it yet, but I do like the Wild Pokemon battle theme. I believe the composer for this game is Toby Fox, who is famous for his Undertale fame. And ultimately, it's cool to see him working more with the Pokemon franchise and composing music for it. I know he did a song in Pokemon Sword and Shield, but now it's going to be kind of cool to see him hear him do an entire soundtrack. So we're going to see how that plays out. All right, sure, you can fight that Lechonk real quickly. Oh, that's not the way I meant for you to go. You really got to aim, huh? All right, do I want to fight every single trainer? I mean, I do, but for the sake of time, maybe I shouldn't. All right, we'll fight this one trainer over here, and then I really ought to get a move on. I really ought to go inside the building. All right, you're a construction worker. Be nice to construction workers. I mean, be nice to everybody. but really be nice to construction workers. Alberto! What you got for me, man? What you got? A Shinx! A fellow electric-type Pokemon. Shinx will eventually evolve into Luxio and then eventually into Luxray. A very good electric-type Pokemon, especially for single-player usage. As far as multiplayer goes, I mean, having Intimidate as an ability is really, really good. But otherwise, it's not the best Pokemon for competitive matches, but it can have a use. Luxray is a competently powerful Pokemon. Intimidate is one of the best abilities you can probably have in single player or multiplayer, but I would probably say it's better in single player. And its stats across the board, pretty good. Its move pool, pretty good. If you can find a Shinx, it gets a strong recommendation from me, but I've already settled on Palmy as my electric type. Not to say that I can't have 2 electric types. In fact, it might even come a point where I do have overlapping types. Maybe I'll catch another fire type. I don't know what else this game has to offer, but for now, I don't intend to use a Shinx. But if you're thinking about using an electric type on your team, Shinx is a pretty solid pick to use. Maybe my Pokemon's level isn't high enough. Yeah, I have been grinding a lot. All right. So, Palmy's still at the front of my party. And sure, you can fight that real quickly. Go get him. And then I'm going to keep moving. All right. That ought to do it. Cool. Well, Pom-Pom's almost level 10. Fry Guy's almost level 11. Ooh, it's like an invisible item. A Chesto Berry. Nice. Oof. All right. You know what? Fight them all, Pom-Pom! Go get them! Will he actually fight them all? I'm sorry, will she actually fight them all? I think she will. I get Hop-Up Leafs every single time. Yeah! Crush it, Pom-Pom! That's what I'm talking about. This is the fastest I've ever defeated 5 Pokemon all at once. Hey, if this helps for EV trading, that goes a long way too. Boom, baby. Nice. Although part of me is a little afraid that it won't count for EV training. Oh, and there was another Pokemon Center up here the entire time. Well, good to know. All right. Fight one more Lechonk, and then we'll finally be out of there. Go get him. Boom. Okay, and then it's going to hit you really hard, isn't it? Oh, no, you got it. Good job. All right, level 10, Pom-Pom. Level 12, Fry Guy. Awesome stuff. Okay, I think we ought to go inside, huh? What do we have here? We got 2 big doors. That's what we have here. Do I knock? I don't really see a knocker. I guess I'm just gazing at it. Oh yeah, Yoshiller! I'm pretty sure it's Oi, but it's a funny idea to think that it is Oi or Oh yeah. All right. Did you battle some trainers on the hill? But your Pokemon are getting stronger. They are definitely getting stronger. How about you show me how much you all have learned in a battle? Okay, you want to do that? I'm so competent I'm not even gonna heal up first. All right, nothing like having a friend around. Come on, Yoshiller, let us have a fruitful battle. Yeah, you want to do it right here, right now? Yeah, let's get our distance. I've got 2 Pokemon. I've got Pom-Pom and Fry Guy, so I should be twice as strong than when we first battled. All right, let's get it on. You are challenged by Pokemon Trainer Nemona. Let's do it. Start going straight into the Sprigatito. Okay, so Grass-type Pokemon do resist Electric. That is a bit problematic for me. I guess I can just go straight to Fuecoco. You seem like you're getting better at this, so I'm coming at you with 2 Pokemon this time. All right, but you're starting with the cat. Oh, and I got a free heal, huh? Well, that's awfully nice of you. All right, I guess I could have left Pom-Pom in. Maybe it was going to use a physical attack, and I could have tried to have my static make it paralyzed. But that's okay. I'll go straight to Fuecoco, and we'll see if I can burn it. Yeah, and I'll at least resist the attack. That only did 3 damage. Awesome. All right, I see no reason why to mess around. Let's just go straight for the Ember. Oh, you're going for the Bite. Okay, no worries. Yeah, you figure that'll deal more damage. Oh, but I almost got the 1-hit KO, and that wasn't even a critical hit. Fry Guy's the best. You really work your type matchups. I can tell how badly you want to win. Well, I mean, yeah. It's not like I get into a battle and I'm like, I feel like losing today. Actually, to be fair, I have done that. But okay, let's round it out, Fry Guy. There you go. Okay, Tail Whip, that's going to lower my defense, which could be a problem for whatever Pokemon she sends in next. But as far as this Sprigatito is concerned, this Sprigatito is donezo. So goodbye, Sprigatito. All right, half your team is down. What Pokemon is in the back? And then plenty of experiments. Oh, your own Palmy, huh? So this is actually a point I want to talk about. So right now I have my game set to tell me if my Pokemon have more than 1 Pokemon, if I want to switch out in between them using Pokemon. As it stands, I have it enabled. I think after this battle, I'm actually going to go ahead and disable it. So I will do that right afterward. I forgot that I could change that. Here we go. Palmy! Yep, I like to see it. All right, well, I know what type of Pokemon you are. You're an electric type. We're gonna go ahead and just use Ember because we'll deal neutral damage to each other. Battling you is a blast. Think I better pull out my ace in the hole. What, Sprigatito wasn't your ace in the hole? Oh, snap. Here goes everything. This is a new mechanic introduced in the Generation 9 games. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet have introduced us to Tera-typing. Tera-typing will actually allow you to change the type of a Pokemon, but it looks like in this case, she's just going for a full-on electric type, which just makes her electric type moves even stronger. Well, you lowered my regular defense, not my special defense, and that's a special attack, and that might deal a decent amount of damage, but I should be able to survive it. I guess we'll see. Oh yeah, I'm fine. Not even worried. Well, there's my Ember. Boom, baby! That's a critical hit! That's what I'm talking about. But I think a non-critical hit. Oh, wow, a critical hit? Wow, nice one. I have a hard time landing with those even when I try. Is that programmed to happen? Is it programmed to give me a critical hit so it can make this fight a little more even? Because I think I could have won this fight without a critical hit, darn it. But so be it. A critical hit will generally give you twice the amount of power that a regular hit will do, and it will go through any sort of defense or special defense buffs that your opponent might have. So if your opponent has +2 special defense buffs and you get a critical hit, you will still do damage as if your opponent had 0 special defense buffs, and you would do twice the amount of damage if that were the case, because that's what a critical hit does. So yeah, critical hit's good to have. There are some attacks that always get critical hits, and that would be the reason to have a move like that, is to go through Pokemon that are building the defensive stats. Alternatively, there are also Pokemon that have abilities that make it so that you can't land a critical hit on them, so you just gotta be wary, whatever the proper word is. But hey, I won that battle. Man, I can't believe how fast you're improving. Thank you. You gave me money for beating you. You gave me life points just for chatting with you. You were just like funding this entire trip that I'm having here in Pokemon Scarlet, huh? Amazing! Look at you, taking on a terastallized opponent and winning no problem. Come to think of it, you can't terastallize your Pokemon yet, huh? Don't worry, I'll get you taken care of. You're so good with Pokemon battles, I forget how new you are to this stuff sometimes. Anyway, it was fun to battle you. Here, have some revives as thanks. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. You put revives in your bag's medicines pocket. Well, those are the front gates, but they're closed. It's not very inviting if the gates are closed. Now, Messagoza's waiting just past this gate. At last, the city where our school is. There's a ton of hills and stairs and stuff in the city, so I'm gonna take a quick breather and then catch up with you soon. Yeah, I might need to take a quick breather as well. Now, I don't suppose I'm auto-healed after that battle now, am I? If I'm not, it's not a big deal. I'll just go over to the Pokemon Center. But after that, I need to change my settings so that I don't know what Pokemon my opponents are going to use next, so that we can really encourage that surprise factor. Oh, I guess I'm going straight into it. Never mind, I'm not going to the Pokemon Center at all. All right, here I am. We finally made it, huh? What's the point of her taking a breather? She was like 2 seconds behind me. This is Messagoza, the biggest city in Paldea. The biggest city in Paldea is home to our school, huh? Now that's some privilege. It's been a big trade hub since a long time ago. Lots of folks come here to learn about advances in technology and all kinds of other stuff. There's a hair salon where you can change your look, plus places with tasty food and fixings. What do you want to see first, Yoshiller? I'm not normally the guy that goes to food first, but in this case, I'm quite comfortable with my hairstyle, so we can look at the food first. Ha! I didn't have you pegged for a big eater. You're absolutely correct. But that's smart. You can't battle well with a growling tummy, right? I don't know. This is kind of weird, and I don't usually recommend this, but sometimes I do commentate and focus better before I've eaten, because once I eat, I get sleepy because my body is devoting all of its resources to digesting food. But I digress. Oh, and speaking of battling, I want to be sure you're able to terastallize your Pokemon too, Yoshiller. There's a few things that gotta get done for that to happen, but I'll take care of them. What if I gotta fill out some paperwork? I mean, I can do it. Meanwhile, you just have fun looking around the city a bit. There's so much to do. Grab a bite, buy some accessories to spice up your uniform. If you want my personal recommendation, you've gotta see Delibird presents. They sell handy items for Pokemon to hold. Oh, that's actually good to know. Thank you. So I can change my outfit here, huh? Once you've seen your fill, we can meet up again in front of the school. Just be ready. The stairs up to school are no joke. You know, I used to run up the stairs at Universal Studios. That's like 500 something steps. I can do that. Alrighty. Well, see you later. All right. Well, are my Pokemon healed up automatically? Yes, they are actually. Okay, well, then the only thing left to do is go to my options, and we are going to... I want to change... Can I not change it in this game? Hang on, skip move learning. No, we don't want that. Send Pokemon in boxes. That's fine. Give nicknames. That's fine. Camera controls are fine. Autosaves is on. Nicknames is fine. I don't think I can change it. I think I have to see what Pokemon my opponents are going to use next. Well, that explains why I didn't disable it earlier. Well, you know what? That's okay then. That's okay. Then I guess I'll just have to play around that. For now, Pom Pom Fry Guy and I have made it to town, and we're going to explore it in the next video, because that wraps up this part of my Pokemon Scarlet walkthrough, and I'd like to thank you all for watching. I hope to see you all in future videos. Bye-bye, humans! Whoosh! Hey, thank you for watching my video. If you want to continue to support my content, the best thing you can do is like this video and subscribe to my channel. All you have to do is click the little buttons down below. Also, please be sure to follow me on Twitter to stay up to date with my video schedule. My tag is @RealYoshiller. I hope to see you all in future videos. Bye-bye! Whoosh!